Pyramids. The word instantly conjures images of the towering wonders of Egypt, their golden sands and ancient secrets etched into our collective imagination. But what if I told you that pyramids, those iconic symbols of human ingenuity, are scattered across the globe in places you'd least expect? From the dense jungles of Central America to the remote islands of the Pacific, these forgotten pyramids stand as silent witnesses to civilizations long lost to history. Why were they built? What secrets do they hold? And why have so many of these structures remained in the shadows, overshadowed by the fame of their Egyptian counterparts? In this video, we'll journey to nearly every continent to uncover the mysteries of these lesser-known pyramids, exploring their stories, their purpose, and the ancient societies that left them behind. Get ready to broaden your understanding of human history and discover a world of forgotten wonders waiting to be rediscovered. Let's begin our journey in Sudan, a land that often goes unnoticed in the pyramid conversation, yet holds a treasure trove of these ancient structures. Nestled along the banks of the Nile, the Nubian pyramids stand as a testament to the kingdom of Kush, a powerful civilization that once rivaled Egypt itself. Built around 2,500 years ago, these pyramids are strikingly different from their Egyptian cousins. They rise with steeper angles, towering more sharply into the sky, and are noticeably smaller in size, yet they carry an undeniable grandeur. Archaeologists describe them as a blend of Egyptian influence and distinct Nubian innovation, reflecting a culture that both borrowed and redefined. Dr. Derek Welsby, a leading expert on Nubian history, once noted, "The Nubian pyramids are a unique expression of Kushite identity, built to honor their kings and queens for eternity." What's truly remarkable is that while Egypt's pyramids are marvels of engineering, the Nubian structures were constructed with a sense of intimacy, often housing multiple rulers in a single complex. As we move from the sands of Sudan to other parts of the world, it's clear that the story of pyramids is far more widespread and far more fascinating than we often realize. Now, let's head east to the heart of China, where whispers of a colossal structure have fueled intrigue and speculation for decades: the legendary White Pyramid of Xi'an. Shrouded in mystery, this pyramid is said to dwarf even the Great Pyramid of Giza, with some accounts describing it as reaching a staggering height of over 1,000 feet. Yet, despite its rumored grandeur, the White Pyramid remains one of the most enigmatic monuments in the world. Why? Because access to the site has been tightly controlled by the Chinese government, leaving researchers and explorers to rely on second-hand accounts, grainy photographs, and aerial footage. This secrecy has only deepened the pyramid's mythical status, with theories ranging wildly about its origins. Some believe it was built as a tomb for an ancient emperor, while others suggest it could be a remnant of a lost civilization predating known Chinese history. Dr. Michael Peixoto, a historian specializing in ancient structures, explains, "The White Pyramid's inaccessibility has made it a blank canvas for speculation. But there's no doubt it holds significant cultural and historical value if we could only study it more closely." Adding to the intrigue, local legends claim the pyramid is covered in a white, crystalline material, giving it an otherworldly appearance. Whether myth or reality, the White Pyramid of China challenges our understanding of ancient architecture and highlights how Asia's pyramid story adds yet another layer to the global tapestry of these enigmatic structures. As we move forward, we'll uncover even more forgotten wonders that defy expectations and expand our view of human history. Leaving Asia behind, we now venture into the heart of the Americas, where the ancient city of Teotihuacan in Mexico stands as a testament to one of the most advanced civilizations of the ancient world. Here, the pyramids of the sun and the moon dominate the landscape, their massive stone structures rising from the earth like monuments to a forgotten age. The Pyramid of the Sun, the larger of the two, is a true engineering marvel, its base nearly as wide as the Great Pyramid of Giza, though its height reaches only about half. But what makes these pyramids truly extraordinary is their purpose. Unlike the tombs of Egypt, these structures served as ceremonial centers, places where the Teotihuacan people gathered to honor their gods and align themselves with the cosmos. The city itself was meticulously planned, with the pyramids positioned along the Avenue of the Dead, a central thoroughfare that echoed the Milky Way in its layout. Archaeologists believe this alignment was intentional, reflecting a deep connection between earthly rituals and celestial events. Dr. Sarah Fromm, a Mesoamerican archaeologist, explains the precision of Teotihuacan's design suggests their builders had a profound understanding of astronomy and their place in the universe. Yet, for all their achievements, the Teotihuacan people remain a mystery. By the time the Aztecs discovered the city centuries later, it was already abandoned, its creators lost to time. Recent discoveries, however, have begun to peel back the layers of this enigma. Excavations have uncovered intricate murals, elaborate burial sites, and evidence of advanced construction techniques, including the use of lime plaster to strengthen the pyramid stonework. These findings paint a picture of a sophisticated society, one that thrived for centuries before vanishing without a trace. As we explore Teotihuacan, we're reminded that the story of pyramids isn't just about grandeur, it's about the people who built them, their beliefs, and their enduring legacy. This journey through the Americas reveals a strikingly different vision of pyramid-building cultures, one that challenges our assumptions and invites us to look at these ancient wonders in a new light. Next, we travel to the rugged landscapes of Peru, where the ancient city of Caral lies nestled in the Supe Valley. Often referred to as the cradle of Andean civilization, Caral is believed to be one of the oldest cities in the Americas, dating back over 4,600 years, making it a contemporary of the pyramids of Egypt. But what sets Caral apart are its unique pyramids, which stand as evidence of an incredibly advanced society that thrived long before the Inca Empire. Unlike the towering, angular pyramids we've seen elsewhere, the structures at Caral are characterized by their terrace design and circular plazas, reflecting a distinct architectural style. These plazas, researchers suggest, were central to the city's social and religious life, serving as gathering places for ceremonies and community events. Dr. Ruth Shady, the archaeologist credited with uncovering Caral, describes it as a city that demonstrates the emergence of complex societies in the Andes, with a sophisticated understanding of urban planning and resource management. What's particularly fascinating is the evidence of trade networks that connected Caral with distant regions. Archaeologists have unearthed traces of marine resources like fish and shells in this inland city, suggesting a thriving exchange system with coastal communities. The pyramids themselves were likely centers of both spiritual and economic activity, their construction requiring not only immense labor but also a highly organized society. The discovery of Caral has fundamentally shifted our understanding of early civilizations in the Americas, proving that complex urban centers existed far earlier than previously thought. As we move from Peru to other parts of the world, it becomes clear that pyramids are more than just architectural feats. They're windows into the diverse and interconnected histories of humanity, each one telling a story that reshapes our view of the past. Shifting our focus to Europe, we arrive in Visoko, Bosnia, where a contentious discovery has sparked one of the most heated debates in modern archaeology, the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. Discovered in 2005 by researcher Semir Osmanagic, this massive pyramid-shaped hill has been at the center of a polarizing discussion. Osmanagic and his team claim that the structure is a man-made pyramid, potentially the largest in the world, dating back over 12,000 years. Their excavations have revealed stone blocks, underground tunnels, and what they describe as ancient concrete, all of which they argue point to human construction. Osmanagic even suggests that this pyramid, along with nearby hills he identifies as additional pyramids, could be part of a vast, ancient complex. These claims have captured the imagination of many, with enthusiasts hailing the site as a groundbreaking discovery that could rewrite history. However, the scientific community remains deeply divided. Many archaeologists and geologists argue that the hill is a natural formation, shaped by geological processes rather than human hands. They point to the lack of definitive evidence, such as clear tool marks or artifacts, to support the pyramid theory. Dr. Robert Schoch, a geologist known for his work on ancient structures, has stated, while the idea is intriguing, the evidence simply doesn't hold up under rigorous scientific scrutiny. Skeptics also caution that the excavation methods used at the site have been criticized for being unscientific, potentially damaging the natural landscape. Despite the controversy, the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun has become a focal point for alternative history enthusiasts, drawing thousands of visitors each year. Whether it's a man-made marvel or a case of misinterpreted geology, the debate itself highlights the allure of pyramids and the questions they continue to raise about our past. As we explore these forgotten structures, it's clear that the stories surrounding them are as complex and layered as the pyramids themselves. Indonesia might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of pyramids, but hidden beneath the lush hills of West Java lies Gunung Padang, a site that challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations. Often described as the Pyramid of Java, Gunung Padang is a megalithic complex that has captivated researchers with its mysterious origins and intricate design. What appears at first glance to be a terraced hill is, upon closer inspection, a layered structure built over thousands of years. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of multiple construction phases, with the oldest layers potentially dating back as far as 11,000 years. Making it one of the oldest pyramid-like structures in the world. Dr. Danny Hillman Natawajoja, a leading geologist studying the site, explains Gunung Padang isn't just a random collection of stones. It's a carefully engineered pyramid built by a sophisticated society long before recorded history. The site's step design suggests it may have served as a sacred space, possibly a temple or even an ancient observatory aligned with celestial events. Its location on a hilltop would have made it a focal point for rituals, offering panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. But what's most intriguing is how Gunung Padang connects to the maritime cultures of Southeast Asia. Indonesia's position as a crossroads of ancient trade routes raises questions about whether this site was part of a broader network of knowledge and cultural exchange. As we explore the mysteries of Gunung Padang, we're reminded that the story of pyramids isn't confined to deserts or jungles. It's a global narrative, with each structure offering a unique glimpse into humanity's shared past. Now, let's set our sights on Greece, a land more commonly associated with temples and amphitheaters than pyramids. Yet, tucked away in the Peloponnese region lies the Pyramid of Hellenikon, a structure that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. Built around the 4th century BCE, this enigmatic pyramid is one of the few known examples of such structures in Europe. Its purpose remains a subject of fierce debate. Some scholars argue it was a military fortification, strategically positioned to guard the surrounding plains. Others suggest it served as a tomb, possibly for a local chieftain or warrior, given the presence of burial chambers within. Ancient texts like those of the geographer Pausanias describe it as a monument to fallen heroes, adding a layer of myth to its mystery. Modern research, however, offers a more nuanced picture. Recent excavations have revealed evidence of intricate masonry and a complex layout, hinting at a structure that was both functional and symbolic. Dr. Maria Chidoroglu, an archaeologist specializing in ancient Greek architecture, notes, "The Pyramid of Hellenikon challenges our assumptions about what pyramids represent and how they were used." It's a rare glimpse into a lesser-known chapter of European history. What makes this pyramid particularly intriguing is its isolation. Unlike the pyramids of Egypt or Mesoamerica, which were part of larger cultural traditions, the Pyramid of Hellenikon stands as a unique outlier, suggesting that pyramid building may have been more widespread than we once thought. As we reflect on this solitary European pyramid, we're reminded that these structures are not confined to the deserts of Egypt or the jungles of Central America. They are a global phenomenon, each one adding a unique thread to the rich tapestry of human history. From the Mediterranean, we now journey to the southern coast of India, where the ancient town of Mahabalipuram unveils a breathtaking fusion of art, architecture, and spirituality. Known for its rock-cut pyramids or vimanas, Mahabalipuram's structures are a stunning example of Dravidian temple architecture dating back to the 7th and 8th centuries CE. These pyramids were not built from individual stones but carved directly into massive granite outcrops, a testament to the precision and skill of their creators. Each vimana is a masterpiece of intricate carvings depicting scenes from Hindu mythology. Gods, goddesses, and epic tales like the Mahabharata and Ramayana come to life in stone. Historian Dr. R. Nagaswamy explains the vimanas of Mahabalipuram are more than just architectural marvels. They are a spiritual expression, a bridge between the earthly and the divine. What's particularly fascinating is their alignment with celestial bodies, suggesting that ancient architects incorporated astronomical knowledge into their designs. The most famous among these structures is the Shore Temple, a twin pyramidal complex that faces the sea, symbolizing the connection between nature and the cosmos. This integration of spirituality and architecture is a hallmark of Indian culture, where every stone tells a story and every structure serves a higher purpose. As we reflect on the pyramids of Mahabalipuram, we're reminded that these ancient wonders are more than just monuments. They are windows into the beliefs, values, and ingenuity of the societies that created them. Next, we'll explore how pyramid building traditions have left their mark in even more unexpected corners of the world. Venturing into the Atlantic Ocean, we arrive at the Canary Islands, where the stepped pyramids of Guama stand as a haunting reminder of the Guanche people, an ancient civilization that once thrived here. These 6 rectangular structures, built from volcanic stone without the use of mortar, are arranged in precise alignment with the sun's movements, particularly during the summer and winter solstices. This alignment suggests that the Guanches, like many other pyramid-building cultures, had a deep understanding of astronomy. The pyramid's terrace design, resembling those found in Mesoamerica and Southeast Asia, has led some researchers to propose that they might have been influenced by ancient seafarers who crossed the Atlantic long before the age of exploration. Dr. Thor Heyerdahl, the famed explorer who studied the site, believed the pyramids could be evidence of transoceanic contact, though this theory remains hotly debated among scholars. What's certain is that these structures held significant cultural importance for the Guanche people, who used them for ceremonies, rituals, or even as markers for agricultural cycles. Despite their relatively modest size, standing only about 40 feet tall, the pyramids of Guama capture the imagination, offering a glimpse into a society that lived in harmony with the natural world. Their existence challenges us to consider how isolated cultures developed similar architectural traditions, separated by vast oceans yet united by common human impulses. As we explore these enigmatic structures, we're reminded that every pyramid, no matter where it stands, carries the story of a people who sought to leave their mark on the world. These silent stones speak volumes about the ingenuity and resilience of a civilization that has long since vanished, yet whose legacy endures in the enduring mystery of their creations. Deep within the dense rainforests of Guatemala, the towering pyramids of Tikal emerge like sentinels of an ancient world. These jungle giants, some reaching over 200 feet in height, are among the most impressive architectural achievements of the Maya civilization. Built between the 6th and 9th centuries CE, Tikal's pyramids served dual purposes. They were both sacred temples and royal tombs, reflecting the Mayas' deep connection to spirituality and their reverence for their rulers. The Great Pyramid, also known as Temple Roman IV, is the tallest structure in the complex, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding canopy from its summit. Archaeologists believe that these pyramids were not just places of worship but also stages for elaborate rituals, where priests and rulers communed with the gods and marked the passage of time through celestial events. The Mayas' advanced understanding of astronomy is evident in the precise alignment of the pyramids with the sun, moon, and stars. During the equinoxes, shadows cast by the structures create patterns that seem to animate the stone, a phenomenon that continues to awe visitors today. Recent excavations have uncovered intricate carvings and burial chambers within the pyramids, revealing the remains of elite rulers adorned with jade jewelry and surrounded by offerings. These discoveries provide a glimpse into the opulence and spiritual depth of Maya society. Dr. Elizabeth Graham, a leading Maya archaeologist, explains, "The pyramids of Tikal are monuments to a civilization that saw itself as part of a cosmic order, where the divine and the earthly were inextricably linked." As we stand amidst these ancient wonders, we're reminded that the Maya were not merely architects of stone but also of ideas, their legacy etched into every block and carving. The pyramids of Tikal, rising from the heart of the jungle, are a testament to the ingenuity and complexity of a civilization that continues to captivate and inspire. Turning our attention to Nigeria, we find yet another remarkable chapter in the story of pyramids, the Ensued pyramids, built by the Igbo people in the southeastern region of the country. These structures, though lesser known, are a striking example of Africa's architectural diversity. Unlike the smooth-sided pyramids of Egypt or the towering temples of Mesoamerica, the Ensued pyramids are characterized by their stepped, circular design, rising in concentric layers of mud and clay. This unique form reflects the ingenuity and cultural identity of the Igbo people, who built these structures as part of their sacred sites. The pyramids served as focal points for community gatherings, religious ceremonies, and spiritual rituals, embodying the Igbo's deep connection to their land and ancestors. Dr. Chika Oke Agulu, a scholar of African art and culture, notes, "The Ensued pyramids are a testament to the Igbo's ability to create monumental architecture that is both functional and symbolic, rooted in their local traditions." Yet, despite their cultural significance, these pyramids face significant challenges. Over time, natural erosion and the encroachment of modern development have taken their toll, leaving many of the structures in a fragile state. Efforts to preserve them have been limited, highlighting the broader issue of protecting Africa's lesser-known heritage sites. The story of the Ensued pyramids is not just about architecture, it's about resilience, identity, and the enduring legacy of a people who shaped their world in extraordinary ways. As we reflect on these structures, we see how they connect to a broader tapestry of African traditions, reminding us that the continent's history is as diverse and profound as its landscapes. This journey through Nigeria's pyramids invites us to look beyond the familiar and uncover the hidden stories that enrich our understanding of the past. Now, let's travel to the cradle of civilization itself, Mesopotamia, where the Ziggurates of ancient Iraq stand as the ancestors of the pyramids we know today. Rising from the fertile plains between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, These towering stepped structures were the architectural marvels of their time, built by the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians as early as 3000 BC. Unlike the smooth, pointed pyramids of Egypt, ziggurats were designed with multiple tiers, each level symbolizing a step closer to the heavens. At their summit stood a temple, believed to be the dwelling place of the city's patron deity. Dr. Harriet Crawford, an expert in Mesopotamian archaeology, explains ziggurats were more than just buildings. They were the physical and spiritual centers of Mesopotamian cities, connecting the people to their gods. One of the most famous examples is the Ziggurat of built by King Namu around 2100 BCE. Its massive mud brick base and imposing staircases were engineering feats for their time, showcasing the Mesopotamians' mastery of construction. Ancient texts like the Epic of Gilgamesh describe these structures as the meeting point between heaven and earth, where priests performed rituals to ensure divine favor and prosperity. What's fascinating is how ziggurats influenced later pyramid-building cultures. Scholars suggest that the step design of ziggurats may have inspired the development of similar structures in Egypt and Mesoamerica, serving as a blueprint for monumental architecture across the ancient world. As we explore these ancient temples, we're reminded that the story of pyramids is not isolated, it's a global narrative, with each culture adapting the form to reflect its own beliefs and aspirations. The Ziggurates of Mesopotamia are a testament to humanity's enduring desire to reach for the divine, creating structures that stand as bridges between the earthly and the eternal. In the heart of Cambodia, the sprawling complex of Angkor Wat rises from the jungle like a vision from another age. These pyramid-like temple mountains, built in the 12th century by the Khmer Empire, are unlike any pyramids we've explored so far. While they share the stepped, tiered design of other pyramid structures, the temples of Angkor Wat are deeply rooted in Hindu cosmology, reflecting the Khmer's spiritual devotion and artistic mastery. Each temple is designed to represent Mount Meru, the sacred center of the universe in Hindu and Buddhist belief. The 5 central towers symbolize the mountain's peaks, while the surrounding moat evokes the cosmic ocean that encircles it. This alignment with celestial geography wasn't just symbolic, it was functional. The temples were precisely oriented to the cardinal directions, allowing priests to observe the sun's movements and mark important religious festivals. Dr. John Miksic, a Southeast Asian archaeologist, explains Angkor Wat is a fusion of art, science, and faith, a place where architecture becomes a form of worship. The intricate carvings that adorn the temples further elevate their significance. Every inch of stone tells a story, from epic scenes of Hindu mythology to detailed depictions of everyday life in the Khmer Empire. One of the most famous reliefs, the churning of the Ocean of Milk, spans over 160 feet, illustrating a cosmic battle between gods and demons. These carvings weren't merely decorative, they served as a visual scripture, teaching moral lessons and spiritual truths to those who visited. As we wander through the labyrinthine corridors of Angkor Wat, it's impossible not to feel the weight of history and the depth of human creativity. These temple mountains are more than just structures, they are a testament to the Khmer's ability to blend architecture and religion into a single, harmonious expression of their worldview. This journey through Cambodia's sacred landscape reminds us that pyramids in all their forms are not just monuments of stone, they are reflections of the human spirit, its aspirations, and its eternal search for meaning. Crossing into Italy, we encounter a striking anomaly in the landscape of ancient architecture, the Pyramid of Cestius, a structure that defies expectations in the heart of Rome. Built around 18 BC during the reign of Augustus, this pyramid is a fascinating blend of Roman ambition and Egyptian inspiration. Standing over 120 feet tall, it was constructed as a tomb for Gaius Cestius, a wealthy Roman magistrate who sought to immortalize his legacy in a uniquely grandiose way. But why a pyramid? The answer lies in Rome's fascination with Egypt during this period, a time when the empire's conquest of Egypt brought not only wealth but also cultural influences. The pyramid's sharp, triangular silhouette was a deliberate nod to Egyptian funerary architecture, reflecting a trend among Rome's elite to adopt exotic styles as a symbol of status and sophistication. Dr. Francesca Caprioli, a historian of Roman architecture, explains the Pyramid of Cestius is a testament to the cultural exchange between Rome and Egypt. It's a Roman structure, but its form speaks to a broader fascination with the mysteries of the East. Despite its foreign inspiration, the pyramid was built using Roman concrete and brick, then faced with gleaming white marble, a technique that ensured its durability. Remarkably, it has survived nearly 2 millennia, largely intact thanks to its incorporation into the city's medieval fortifications. Today, it stands as a rare example of how ancient cultures borrowed from one another, creating something entirely new in the process. As we consider the Pyramid of Cestius, we're reminded that pyramids are not just isolated monuments but symbols of a world that was far more interconnected than we often assume. This Roman-Egyptian hybrid shows how ideas and styles traveled across continents, shaping the architectural landscape in unexpected ways. Let's return to the enigmatic pyramids of Güímar in Spain, where the mysteries of the past continue to spark debate and fascination. These stepped structures, built without mortar from volcanic stone, have long been the subject of speculation. One of the most compelling theories is their connection to ancient seafarers who may have used them as navigational aids. The pyramid's precise alignment with the summer and winter solstices suggests a deep understanding of astronomy, likely serving as markers for seasonal changes. Dr. Antonio Aparicio, an astronomer who has studied the site, notes the solstice alignments at Güímar are too precise to be coincidental. They point to a culture that valued celestial knowledge and may have used it to guide their movements across the seas. This has led some researchers to propose that the pyramids could have been part of a broader network of landmarks used by ancient mariners to navigate the Atlantic. Theories about transoceanic contact, such as those championed by explorer Thor Heyerdahl, suggest that the Guanches, the indigenous people of the Canary Islands, may have had connections to distant civilizations, possibly even reaching the Americas long before Columbus. While these ideas remain contentious, they open up intriguing possibilities about how ancient cultures interacted across vast distances. The pyramids of Güímar challenge us to rethink our understanding of ancient trade routes and the movement of people and ideas. Were these structures merely local monuments, or were they part of a grander system of cultural exchange? As we delve into these questions, we're reminded that the past is far more interconnected than it often appears, and the pyramids of Güímar are a tantalizing piece of that puzzle. Moving further south, we arrive in the province of Tucumán, Argentina, where a lesser-known yet equally fascinating set of pyramids stands as a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Andean cultures. Known as the Pyramids of Tucumán, these structures are believed to have served as an ancient astronomical observatory, their design meticulously aligned with celestial events. Unlike the towering, steep-sided pyramids of Egypt, these structures are relatively low and spread out, their terraced steps creating a series of platforms that invite exploration. Archaeologists suggest that these platforms were used not only for rituals but also for observing the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. Dr. Juan Cruz, a specialist in Andean archaeology, explains the pyramids of Tucumán are a window into how ancient peoples integrated astronomy into their daily lives, using the heavens to guide everything from agriculture to religious practices. What's particularly striking is their alignment with the solstices, marking the longest and shortest days of the year. This precision hints at a sophisticated understanding of celestial patterns, knowledge that would have been crucial for a society deeply connected to the rhythms of nature. The pyramids also hold cultural significance, reflecting the spiritual beliefs of the region's indigenous peoples. Some researchers propose that they were built as a way to honor Pachamama, the Andean earth goddess, symbolizing a harmonious relationship between humans and the natural world. As we examine these structures, we're reminded that the quest to understand the cosmos is a universal human endeavor, one that transcends time and geography. The pyramids of Tucumán stand as a reminder of how ancient cultures harnessed their knowledge of the skies to create meaning and order in their lives, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire awe and curiosity. From the Andean highlands, we now journey to the sunlit hills of southern France, where a curious and lesser-known pyramid stands as a testament to human ingenuity and mystery. Nestled inside a limestone cave near the town of Hellinikon, the Pyramid of Hellinikon is a small yet enigmatic structure that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. Unlike the towering pyramids of Egypt or the sprawling complexes of Mesoamerica, this pyramid is modest in size, rising only about 20 feet tall, but what it lacks in grandeur, it makes up for in intrigue. Its location, deep within a natural cave, is particularly striking. To reach it, one must descend into the cavern's cool, shadowy depths, adding an air of mystery to the experience. The pyramid's origins are hotly debated. Some believe it was built as a temple by ancient Celts or Romans, possibly dedicated to a local deity or used for rituals tied to the cave's natural features. Others argue it could be a Napoleonic-era monument, constructed by soldiers inspired by the Egyptian campaigns of the early 19th century. Dr. Lucy Dupont, a historian specializing in Mediterranean archaeology, notes the Pyramid of Hellinikon is a rare example of how different cultural influences can converge in a single structure. It's a puzzle that invites us to explore the layers of history in this region. Adding to the mystery, the pyramid's precise alignment with the cave's entrance suggests it may have held astronomical or spiritual significance, perhaps marking the changing seasons or serving as a gateway between the earthly and the divine. Despite its small size, the Pyramid of Hellinikon holds a unique place in the story of pyramids, reminding us that these structures come in countless forms, each shaped by the culture that created it. As we reflect on this hidden gem in the French countryside, we're reminded that the allure of pyramids isn't confined to their scale or fame. It's the stories they tell and the questions they raise that make them truly extraordinary. As we venture into the rugged mountains of southeastern Turkey, we encounter a breathtaking monument that blurs the line between architecture and mythology, the Pyramid of Mount Nemrut. Perched at an elevation of over 7,000 feet, this tomb sanctuary is a striking blend of natural and man-made wonders, built by King Antiochus I of the Commagene Kingdom in the 1st century BC. While not a traditional pyramid in form, its artificial peak, created from thousands of small stones, gives it a distinctly pyramidal silhouette. This monumental structure was designed as both a royal tomb and a sacred site, where the king sought to immortalize his legacy by aligning himself with the gods. Dr. Richard Stoneman, a historian of the ancient Near East, explains, Mount Nemrut is a unique fusion of Persian, Greek, and Armenian traditions, reflecting the cultural crossroads at the heart of the Commagene Kingdom. Surrounding the tomb are colossal statues of gods and kings, each standing over 30 feet tall, their serene expressions gazing out over the landscape. These statues, depicting deities like Zeus and Apollo alongside King Antiochus himself, symbolize the king's divine aspirations and his desire to bridge the human and the divine. The site's alignment with celestial events, particularly the sunrise and sunset, further underscores its spiritual significance. Archaeologists believe the placement of the statues and the tomb was carefully calculated to reflect the passage of time and the eternal nature of the king's rule. As we explore this awe-inspiring site, we're reminded that the story of pyramids isn't just about shape or scale, it's about the ideas and ambitions they represent. The Pyramid of Mount Nemrut stands as a testament to a king's dream of immortality, a place where architecture, mythology, and nature converge to create something truly extraordinary. Finally, we dive into the waters off the coast of Japan, where one of the most mysterious and hotly debated pyramid-like structures lies submerged beneath the waves, the Yonaguni Monument. Discovered in 1986 by a diver exploring the seafloor near Yonaguni Island, this massive rock formation has sparked intense discussion about its origins. With its sharp geometric edges and terraced platforms, the structure resembles a step pyramid, stretching over 160 feet long and 25 feet high. Some researchers, like marine geologist Masaki Kimura, argue that the Yonaguni Monument is a man-made structure, pointing to features that appear to be carved stairs, walls, and even what looks like a plaza. Kimura believes it could be the remnants of an ancient civilization, possibly part of the lost continent of Mu, which some legends claim once connected Japan to other parts of Asia. Others, however, maintain that the monument is a natural formation, shaped by ocean currents and tectonic activity over thousands of years. Dr. Robert Skock, a geologist who has studied the site extensively, explains while the Yonaguni Monument is undeniably fascinating, most of its features can be explained by natural geological processes. The debate is far from settled, and the monument continues to draw explorers and researchers eager to uncover its secrets. What's particularly captivating is the idea that if the structure is indeed man-made, it would challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations and their capabilities. Could an advanced society have thrived here only to be swallowed by the sea? Or is the Yonaguni Monument simply a stunning example of nature's artistry? As we ponder these questions, we're reminded that the story of pyramids is filled with enigmas, each one pushing the boundaries of what we know about the past. The Yonaguni Monument, whether natural or artificial, stands as a testament to humanity's endless quest for discovery and our fascination with the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. Turning our gaze to the rugged landscapes of Russia's Caucasus region, we uncover a lesser-known yet fascinating chapter in the story of pyramids, the so-called Pyramids of the Caucasus. These mysterious structures, scattered across the mountainous terrain, are not the towering, smooth-sided monuments we associate with Egypt. Instead, they are pyramid-like formations, often blending seamlessly with the natural environment, their origins the subject of much debate and intrigue. Some researchers believe these structures are entirely natural, shaped over millennia by geological forces like erosion and tectonic activity. Others argue that they bear the hallmarks of human intervention, pointing to their precise alignment with nearby rivers, mountains, and other natural landmarks as evidence of intentional design. Dr. Elena Ivanova, a geologist specializing in the Caucasus region, explains the pyramids of the Caucasus are a puzzle. While some features suggest natural formation, the way they interact with the landscape raises intriguing questions about whether ancient cultures might have enhanced or even built them. One particularly striking example is the Beshtau mountain, whose distinct pyramidal shape has led to speculation that it could have been a sacred site for the region's early inhabitants. Local legends even suggest it was a place of worship where rituals were performed to honor the gods of the earth and sky. Adding to the mystery, archaeological finds in the area, such as tools, pottery, and burial sites, hint at the presence of ancient societies that may have used these formations for ceremonial purposes. Whether natural or man-made, the pyramids of the Caucasus remind us that the concept of sacred mountains and pyramidal shapes is a recurring theme across cultures, reflecting a universal human impulse to connect with the divine through the natural world. As we reflect on these enigmatic structures, we're reminded that the story of pyramids is as diverse as the landscapes they inhabit, each one offering a unique glimpse into the rich tapestry of human history and imagination. Now, let's turn our attention to the arid deserts of Saudi Arabia, where the ancient city of Al-Ula reveals yet another remarkable chapter in the story of pyramids. Known for their striking resemblance to pyramid structures, the tombs of Al-Ula were carved directly into towering sandstone cliffs by the Nabateans, the same civilization responsible for the iconic city of Petra in Jordan. These tombs, with their triangular facades and intricate carvings, are a testament to the Nabateans' architectural skill and cultural sophistication. Dr. Laila Naimeh, an archaeologist specializing in Nabatean history, explains the tombs of Al-Ula are more than just burial sites. They are expressions of identity, reflecting the Nabateans' belief in an afterlife and their desire to leave a lasting legacy. What's particularly fascinating is their location along ancient trade routes, where caravans transporting frankincense, myrrh, and other precious goods would pass through the region. The design of the tombs, with their geometric precision and symbolic motifs, suggests a society deeply connected to its environment and its trade partners. Yet, despite their cultural significance, these tombs face significant preservation challenges. The harsh desert climate, combined with natural erosion and the effects of tourism, has left many of the structures in a fragile state. Efforts to protect them are ongoing, with archaeologists and conservationists working to balance preservation with public access. As we explore the pyramids of Al-Ula, we're reminded of how these structures connect to the broader narrative of the Nabatean civilization, a people who thrived at the crossroads of cultures, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire awe. Their ability to blend architectural innovation with spiritual meaning is a reminder that the story of pyramids is as much about the people who built them as it is about the structures themselves.